Hey everyone, my name is Preston Freeman. I'm a nursing student at Southeastern Louisiana University. Today I'm going to be doing a presentation on my hometown of Bogalusa. This is for my health assessment of families, groups, and communities class. Today is June 6, 2026, and I have titled the presentation Bogalusa, a Dying City, and I'm just going to go into a little bit of why that name is so fitting. Conduct this community assessment of Bogalusa, Census.government, BMC Public Health, Windshield Surveys, Louisiana Department of Health.gov, BogalusaRebirth.com, and Bogalusa.gov were used. The resilient people of Bogalusa have faced highs and lows over the past 100 years. From being known as the Magic City, they are now an underserved community ridden with poverty. Currently, movements are being made to investigate the city and save Bogalusa, is the slogan. Bogalusa Rebirth was organized in 2007 by a dedicated group of community leaders to address the issues of blight and poverty in Bogalusa. To begin this windshield survey, the community core must be established first. Founded in 1906 by the Goodyear family, Bogalusa was built around the Great Southern Lumber Company, which at its peak operated one of the largest sawmills in the world. Picture to the right, top right corner, you can see the founder of the Great Southern Lumber Company's home, which is currently for sale. This goes to show the affluent nature of Bogalusa at its peak. Visitors can explore the Bogalusa Paper Mill Museum, which showcases the town's rich history, offering a glimpse into how this once small lumber town grew into such a bustling industrial hub. The population of Bogalusa sits at around 10,367, according to the U.S. Census Bureau. However, in 2024, 39.4% of these individuals are deemed in poverty. Ethnic background of these of this population, there are 41.9% white Americans, 49.3% black Americans, and 8.8% other nationalities. This includes Hispanics, Asians, etc. The community is Christian in faith and contains 50 churches, varying in denominations. Below, you'll see a Annunciation Catholic School and church. Of these 50 churches in Bogalusa, 31 are Baptist or Southern Baptist. In this windshield survey, four main subsystems were identified: physical environment, politics and government, health and social services, and also recreation. The physical environment at Bogalusa is overrun with debris and pollution. The Bogalusa Mill, in operation for over a century, is a key part of Washington Parish's economy. It is the third largest employer in the parish, providing jobs to 650 workers as of 2024. However, monitoring failures and elevated sulfur compound emissions are responsible for the distinct and unpleasant rotten egg smell that often fouls the air around the city. The sulfur compounds released by the mill, especially hydrogen sulfide, are harmful to both human health and the environment. Long term exposure can lead to headaches, dizziness, fatigue, and neurological issues. Because of this, the International Paper Company, who holds ownership of the paper mill, has faced a lawsuit from the U.S. Environmental Services. As seen in the top left corner, the city is overrun with debris, which is an ongoing issue for Bogalusa. Bogalusa would not be a rural town if it did not have any drama. With politics and government, there is mayor corruption, upcoming elections, and a city council. 25-year-old Mayor Tyron Trong was recently taken into custody following a comprehensive investigation into drug trafficking organization that was operating in Bogalusa, including opioids, high-grade marijuana, THC products, and MDMA. Mayor Trong plans to run for re-election this November against the founder of Bogalusa Rebirth, Wendy Williams DuPont. She is seen in the top right corner. To the left, you can see Mayor Trong being sworn in several years ago. Health concerns in Bogalusa are astronomical. However, there is a hospital, Our Lady of the Angels. There is a rehabilitation facility, Wood Lake Rehab, Rest Haven Nursing Home, and there's even a free public health unit to provide care to its citizens. However, one of its most prominent studies, Bogalusa Heart Study, was conducted to assess the amount of physical activity in rural Louisiana communities. It identified that the small interventions to improve community aesthetics could be removal of incivilities such as abandoned vehicles, removal of garbage and litter, encouraging the proper disposal of tobacco products, and installing and maintaining green spaces. All of these interventions can contribute to a more active and rural community. What does recreation look like in Bogalusa? There are two city parks, a country club, a YMCA. It is a sportsman paradise with plenty of game, fishing, hunting. There are also several events, and most recently, an exciting film that was took place there. Cassidy Park, which is the mainstay for the citizens of Bogalusa, is home to the Bogalusa Blues and Heritage Festival. There you can find pop up stands, live music, and plenty of activities for kids. There's also Christmas in the Park, which exhibits Christmas lights. The park also holds an Indian museum, a splash pad, pavilions, and walking trails for the people of Bogalusa. The city also contains two YMCA centers for physical activity, although through a windshield survey, it exhibited an overgrown parking lot, an operable pool, and an unsightly appearance. Residents state that the air conditioner in the gym do not work, leading to no use. Also of note, the city of Okaloosa welcomed a Hollywood production recently by the name of Sinners, starring Michael B. Jordan. The historic train depot was used for an iconic dance scene in the eerie vampire film. Considering Bogalusa is in the sportsman paradise of Louisiana, there's bountiful hunting, fishing, canoeing, and other game that is readily available for enjoyment. The citizens of Bogalusa have no issue sharing their opinion on the state of their city. Many elderly citizens state the condition of Bogalusa is due to the substance abuse challenges in the city, which they say was faced after the influx of New Orleans migrants post Hurricane Katrina. Despite these challenges, one particular citizen prides themselves on resilience and will continue to fight for a better Bogalusa. Currently, this citizen is campaigning for the mayor election this fall. The community possesses great potential with the infrastructure to return to its former glory, with debris removal, renovations, and attractions being the main areas of concern. It is believed that the newly built Highway 4231 will enhance the commerce in the area, linking larger cities in St. Tammany Parish to that of Washington Parish. Bogalusa is a prime example of Healthy People 2030's goal and can fit a relatively broad nursing diagnosis. Bogalusa is at risk for substance misuse and fatal overdose related to limited access to behavioral health services, socioeconomic disparities, lack of recreational activities, and opioid availability. It aligns with Healthy People 2030's objective of IVP 22, which is reduce overdose deaths involving synthetic opioids other than methadone. And this concludes the windshield survey of Bogalusa, Louisiana, highlighting the physical environment, politics and government, health and social services, and recreation. The city can be restored to its original state with the help of its citizens and hard work.